Can I turn this cluttery, dysfunctional hallway into a glamorous, functional space that I can walk through freely and sew? Of course I can. Just one project at a time and I'll get there. Beauty isn't always found. Sometimes it's cultivated in forgotten homes, overlooked neighborhoods, thrifted treasures, and even in ourselves. I'm Shemaine, the Reflection Cultivator. Come create a beautiful life with me. We are decorating a very forgotten space, the hallway, and we're doing it on a budget. And we're doing a DIY project at a time. So I learned how to do wainscoting. I did the first part, I had my brother do the other part. Let me show you how this is looking so far. We have the top part on, which I did that, and then my brother did the other part of the wainscoting right here. We have caulked all the areas, and so now all I have to do is sand everything and prime it and get ready for paint. So everything's looking pretty good. So this is this wall here. This is where we have the dumb waiter, and a vent is going to go in this area. But I got to sand all this. So before we can enjoy this new beautiful painted hallway, we have to do a lot of prep work. Let's go ahead and get it cleaned and sanded, and then we can start painting. Painting is the most impactful way to change a space. However, you do have to prep before you do it because you want to make sure the paint is going to stay. So I'm sanding areas that I had to patch holes with joint compound. I'm also sanding areas where I had to cover the nails with wood filler. I want to make sure the area is nice and smooth and it's not lumpy. And here's where I patch all the holes, so I have to sand this nice and smooth and get it prepped for the next step. Now the next step is cleaning and degreasing, so I am wiping off all of the dust from me sanding. And then I will go in with a degreaser to clean the baseboards and door molding. These areas get a lot of traffic. Dust and grease loves to pile in these areas. So here I'm cleaning off any dust and cobwebs on my crown molding trim. And now I need to prime my wood trim so that the paint will stick to these areas. Priming seals the wood molding and preps the wood for paint. So I am going to go ahead and prime all of these areas that I had to patch and caulk. So if you want your paint to go on evenly and smooth and to stay on the walls, you do want to make sure you follow these steps. Do not skip these steps. Even though paint is the least expensive thing you can spend to transform a room and make it over, you still want to make sure you get more bang for your buck. So prepping before you paint helps you get better coverage, which means the use of less paint and a little bit more money in your pockets. Okay guys, I just finished cleaning and priming the walls, and everything looks really good and everything is covered. So now, I guess tomorrow we'll do the most satisfying thing of it all, and that's painting the walls. All this is going to all come together. We're going to color drench the entire walls. That means the ceiling, the trim, the walls, they all get the same color. So I can't wait to do that. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye. Okay, so today we are painting. So we're going to paint the entire hallway, and the color is called Swiss Coffee. I'm doing a color drench on the entire hallway, and that means I'm painting the trim and the walls all the same color. Typically when you paint in design, you have a trim color and you have an overall paint color. Well, we are kind of throwing that out the window, and we're going to paint everything the same color. Except for the doors. Doors are going to stay brown, but all the trim, the wainscoting, the walls, around the doorways, it's all going to be Swiss Coffee. So this is the paint color that I chose. This is from Behr. I got a big 5-gallon paint jug, and it's going to paint actually the entire house, but we're starting in the hallway, so let's get started. So painting day is finally here, and I first start out by protecting my floor. So I'm going to use some contractor's paper that I got from Home Depot, and I'm just going to tape it down to the floor to protect my hardwood flooring. And I bought my paint a couple months ago, so it has been sitting. So I am going to put a paint mixer on my drill and mix the paint up. I have a huge 5-gallon bucket, and this is more effective than a paint stirrer, so my drill works out so perfectly. So after this is all mixed up, I am going to zone out and paint. So let's get painting. are done. That is a wrap. So we have painted the color, drenched color all over the walls, all the trim. Everything is looking really good. This is like basically a transformation already. I haven't even done the decor stuff, but paint can really transform a room inexpensively and quickly. So I love how everything has turned out. Trim, everything is the beautiful Swiss coffee color, which is like an off-white kind of creamy color. I really love this. So we're gonna move on to another section. We're gonna do our trim color, and I have a cabinet over here. This is my linen closet in the hallway. We're gonna transform it into my sewing closet. So I have my sewing machines in here already, and we're gonna paint this my accent color. So my accent color is gonna be black. So we're gonna put new handles on here. It has 3 drawers in the bottom, so we'll need 6 handles down here and 2 more here. So right now I do have some of my sewing stuff in here right now, but I wanna organize it, get it really nicely organized in here. But now we're gonna paint it black. It's our next paint project, and I'll show the handles right here, show you what they look like. But it's gonna be so nice, guys. So let's go ahead and get started on the cabinet. We're gonna remove the knobs first. So I'm going to use my drill to remove all the handles from the cabinet. And after the cabinet is painted, I'm going to install my brand new handles. The handles that go on my doors are a lot longer, and the handles that go on the drawers are smaller, so that means I have to cover the old holes. I'm going to cover those by mixing up some wood putty and filling those holes so that I can cover those up and drill new holes for my new handles. And this is a real easy application. You just mix it up according to the instructions, and then you pretty much plug in the holes and use a spatula to kind of scrape it off. And then you're going to have to let this dry overnight. So I will not be able to paint my cabinet during this video. Not only did I have to fill holes, but the drawers needed repair. They were kind of busted. And I'm going to be putting my sewing equipment in here, so I need these drawers to work. So I'm going to hand these to my brother and ask him to kind of reinforce these. And this cabinet is over 100 years old, and it's a pretty good sturdy cabinet, but I mean, it is old and it does need some reinforcement. So my brother is just putting in some new nails. He put some supports in the bottom, and then he also put some liquid nails on here. So these drawers should be very sturdy and should be perfect for holding thread and rulers and all my different sewing supplies. Since I won't be painting, let's do a quick thrift haul. So I went looking for artwork to put above my wainscoting in the hallway, and I came across these beautiful sketches. They were already framed. They are original sketches from independent artists, and they were only $20. They are a series of sketches of pregnant women, and I love the symbolism for my hallway. Childbirth symbolizes new life, and that's what I intend to give this old house. Okay, next up is this table. I have been looking for some type of photo away table for this wall. I thought about making one until I thrifted this one from the Goodwill bins. It came from Ballard Designs. It was originally $278. I got it for $5. This was a steal. It did need a replacement part, which is a cleat for the wall, but I handed this job over to my brother and he made a cleat for me so I can hang it on the wall. This is a very short wall, and it was the only place where there's an outlet in the hallway. So this is a perfect place for sewing, but I had to be creative, and I can't believe I found the perfect table. So now he's going to make the cleat so that the table can be attached to the wall. So I bought some 2x2s and 1x2s so that he can create the cleat, and got them from Home Depot, and it costs about $20 for the materials. Altogether, this table cost me $25, which is still way cheaper than $278. So guys, hit up your local thrift stores always, because you never know what you're going to find. That's how I am going to be able to decorate this entire house on a budget. Okay, it looks like he is almost done. And just like that, I have a sewing table, guys. I am so excited. This came out so great. So now I can fold this away when it's not in use so it won't block the hallway. And then I can fold it out when I'm ready to use it. Okay, and I got one more thing for my thrift haul. And this is so cute. I got this picture of a sewing machine. So I'm going to put this right above my table. This is a very heavy, ornate frame, and I love the color. It is perfect. Now it's time to install the artwork. We want to bring this look together. So I'm going to install these 3 sketches on the wall above the wainscoting, and I'm going to put them in a row with some lighting. I got these lights from Amazon, and you get a pack of 2 battery powered lights. These are very sleek and low profile, so they're perfect for a hallway. And it's also great to have some battery powered lights around the house in case of power outages. These come with a remote, and they have 3 different light settings. They're going to work great for lighting up the hallway at night and also lighting up my artwork. Okay, I got everything hung on the wall. Let's give them a test and see how the lights look.
These are so beautiful. I love this look. Okay, the cabinet I ordered finally came in. I assembled it off camera. It was a lot of parts to this, but it was easy to put together overall. And this cabinet was a splurge for me. It's a little under $200. I got mine off of TikTok Shop, but you can also find it at Amazon. It's nice and tall and low profile, perfect for small spaces. It has a total of 6 shelves. There's glass doors on the top and solid doors on the bottom, and it comes with these really cute gold knobs. But I wanted to add some extra detail to zhuzh it up a bit, so I got these acrylic handles. I'm gonna attach these to make this cabinet my own. Okay, so the cabinet is all together now. Now I need to clean up and put this cabinet in place, and we want to see how this is looking so far. So while I'm cleaning, let me know in the comments. Would you ever color drench a room in your house? If so, would you go dark and moody or light and airy like me? Okay, let's see how everything looks. So this is where we are right now, guys. We have completed 3 walls in my hallway, and I am loving it. It has turned out just as I imagined. And let's talk about some of the things. So we have this wall right here, which is where I have the artwork and my wainscoting. There's a trim for the wainscoting, $8. These pictures, I love these. These are sketches. I found them in a thrift store, and there's a series. I guess these were sketched in 2000 by artist S. Rini. It's a independent artist. I don't know who they are, but I thank you for these. I found these at the thrift store for $20 for 3 of them. I got the light from Amazon, and these lights were like, I think $24. So the cabinet I was telling you guys about, I needed a nice tall, long cabinet. So this was my splurge. Since I thrifted so many things and did a lot of DIY, my splurge was this cabinet, and it was just a little under $200. I did keep the knobs that they came with it, and I added my own hardware right here, which I love. It's nice acrylic hardware. I love these are soft closing. So this is going to be my linen closet and things where I keep my my toilet paper, my towels, things for the bathroom, soaps and things like that. So we're going to go in here, and I'll show you more about this cabinet in another video, but I'm loving this, and we'll do a video of me stocking it and all that. And so far, this area of the wall, this cost me $200. Let's go to another section of the hallway. This next area is my sewing table. So I paid $5 for this table. I told you guys all about it before earlier in the video, but I am going to love using this table. And this is the artwork I also thrifted. And this is going to go up here. I still have to hang this. You can decorate a home on a budget, and I am doing all my projects on a budget. So that is the video for today, but make sure you subscribe because I have to do my floor. I have to install a light fixture on the ceiling, and I still have to finish my sewing cabinet. So make sure you are subscribing so that you can learn how to decorate forgotten spaces. I mean, this is just a hallway, and a lot of times we just make it a passageway to other rooms, and sometimes it gets full of clutter like mine was. But now it is going to be a place where I store my linens, a place where I sew, a place that has a clear passage direction with lighting and all that, so I can get to the bathroom without tripping over things. So make sure you subscribe, like, share, tell a friend, and give me some thumbs up, guys, and follow along because we're going to be making over my entire 100-year-old house, one renovation at a time. And remember, what you bring to the table is a reflection of you. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.